Welcome, everyone, to Podcow, Episode 2.
I'm not crying. I'm just goddamn sad.
Dude, his face is so red right now.
It's hot in here, and I'm not wearing my glasses. I can wear my glasses, but they reflect the screen, and it's really... I don't like...
Those are some good dinosaur fruit snacks.
That's fair.
good.
That's fair.
Wait.
Sponsor.
I don't know what brand it is.
Zach,
So what do you guys want to talk about this week, huh?
Dewey's soft, supple body.
Oh,
God.
so soft, so supple.
We got a couple things. I mean, we can do like things that we've been doing this last week, like we did.
Okay, but first and most importantly, I need to talk about how wonderful Dewey is as a pillow.
Oh,
He is like the most comfortable pillow I've ever had. He lets me sleep on him at PAX. When my head rests on him.
I'm very confused as I don't know what triggered this. Like, it's not. I know that you've slept on me before, but
It's not in a homosexual way. I swear.
like recently, I don't know. I'm a
No.
little-
What brought that up was Raymond said Dewey. It was you, right? That said his Dewey's soft, supple body.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm following I'm following the track.
Well, okay, now that we got that out of the way, Tom, since I began last week with what I did, why don't you go ahead and tell us what you've been doing this last week?
all right. I've been playing Amnesia with Raymond, of course.
You have not been playing shit.
I've been watching Raymond play Amnesia,
Thank you.
I hear you can't see anything in that game. That's what I'm hearing from the viewers. It's just complete darkness.
right. So apparently, when you change the brightness setting in that game, it does nothing if you're recording it, like, which is very weird. I don't understand it at all. But that's kind of the problem there, is that no matter what we do, it doesn't seem to actually affect the brightness, and Raymond couldn't quite get that done in post.
Actually, from part 10 on, that will be completely fixed. I have figured out a way so that the quality of the video does not look like crap, and you can still see what's going on in the game. I figured out a way so that you will not have the I can't see shit at all moments anymore in the walkthrough. It took me 9 videos to figure it out. I'll grant you that, but it's fixed now. So we won't have that problem anymore. And we beat it. We beat it today.
You know what?
It is over.
Amnesia's made me want to play Outlast.
Mm.
Yeah.
The viewers have been suggesting that in the Amnesia comments.
Better game, probably.
I don't know. I've only seen like 3 pictures on the internet about that. That's really the only.
It's held in a mental hospital, right, or something like that, and people are really scared because there's a monster that kills you or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I remember a Reddit post of like, why would you go explore an abandoned mental hospital ever under any circumstances?
Alone without a flashlight, like something like that.
Yeah, that's like the only information I know about it, because that's where I heard it from, is Reddit.
Yeah.
No Reddits.
Yeah.
Other than that, Corey and I just finished The West Wing like immediately before I came down and started setting up this podcast.
The West Wing's so good.
It's so good. It's so good.
He's who we need as president.
Yeah,
Him?
yeah. Jed Bartlett for president, for dictator for eternity.
We don't need Congress. We just go with him.
From The West Wing, my understanding is that Congress only ever gets in the way of good legislation that would just make this country better.
Jed Bartlett?
Yeah.
Who the hell is
It's the
Jed?
president in The West Wing, bro.
Have you seen The West Wing, Raymond?
I've seen Martin Sheen as the president.
Yes, that's Martin Sheen. That's his
He
name.
said
That's the name of the president.
you should
The
never
name of the
say,
president in the game.
You should never say.
You should always refer to
Martin
people as their actor,
Scott
as their actual
Pilgrim.
name.
Well, Scott Pilgrim's a character in a book. Okay, that's different.
I'm sure there's a book called The West Wing.
I might watch that show again, actually. I'm just obsessed with Newsroom, for the most part.
And Aaron Sorkin's really good.
Yeah, I like his writing.
He's really good.
Adjust this slight. Oh, no, okay. Is that all you did then, Tom?
I got a new lawnmower. It
That's
was
so
actually
sad you have a lawnmower.
Old.
well, hey, whoa, guys, all right, look. You don't understand. My backyard had turned into, like, I'm surprised that there weren't federal agents stopping me from mowing it, because
Oh,
it
Tom,
was
I
its
know.
own unique ecosystem at this point. There was a caterpillar in there, like, this long. It was madness. There was a frog the size of a dinner plate. I don't even understand. I had megafauna. It was like back to Jurassic Park age. It was insanity.
That's what happened when I had a house, and my yard got nicknamed the Prairie or something like that, because I just didn't cut it for like a month. Anyway, sorry, Tom, go.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And so like the grass was like literally knee height, like that. I can't fit it really into the camera, but knee height, and so I mowed my grass.
How long did that take to mow?
It took a while. I filled up 2 giant black garbage bags full of grass from like 100 square feet of backyard. It was craziness.
I gave up mowing the lawn when I bought a lawn tractor.
A lawn? What is a lawn tractor?
Well,
It's like a tractor
riding
with a mower on the bottom, and so that way you don't need to push anything. You just ride it.
Is it the same thing as a riding lawnmower?
Yeah,
Yes.
except for it can also tow things.
Fancy.
Fancy.
All right, cool. Got that YouTube money.
I bought it for my mother, so I don't have to mow the lawn.
But you did.
Aw, that's sweet and somewhat self-serving.
That's very Zach. That's all I'll say.
Yes. I have paid I've paid my mom, my aunts to watch my brothers and stuff when it was my responsibility, so I could get out of it.
All
It
right.
works out in the end.
All right. So that pretty much
right.
wraps it up for me. Mowed the lawn, finished West Wing, and
Hell yes, that's
was-
that's a hell of a week.
It was jam packed with amazingness, especially compared to that boring PAX thing that happened last week.
Boring as shit.
For those wondering, I do have a fairly large lawn.
He does.
It's exhausting if you actually have to mow it with a push mower. Who's next?
Raymond, what'd you do? Go for it, baby.
Let's see. What did I do? Well, you already know I played Amnesia. We
Yep.
beat Amnesia. That game is seriously fucked up. I went to a Twins game. Toronto crushed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the score?
I don't know. A number to a smaller number.
Were you rooting for Toronto?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
Come on. I just love Toronto in my heart. But really, other than that, I don't know. I've watching Doctor Who, hanging out. It's my roommate's birthday, so we went out for that last night. We're going out again tomorrow night, or Friday night, if you're watching this on Friday. Not a whole lot. Just sitting in my office, playing Amnesia, having the shit scared out of me, and thinking of Dewey all the while, wishing he was here playing it instead of me.
Well, you can just try to scare him over his shoulder. The whole time,
Yeah.
trying to creep him out.
Yeah.
You did well at Amnesia, though. You only died like twice. I think twice in the
I
entire
only
thing.
died twice.
Wow,
at the end
that's-
with the boss. Like there's a
Good
boss.
job, Raymond. So like
And, yeah.
when we last year, 2 years ago or something like that, we were up at a friend's cabin and we played Amnesia on a little small laptop, The Dark Descent, and when my friend played it, it was pretty terrifying because like I mean I have the firm belief that you have to go into those games not actually wanting to die. When you like lose that fear, you don't care.
Dewey,
Like
there was someone behind you.
yeah, there was someone. Okay, that's my sister.
Damn, you could hear him.
Watch out, Dewey!
But you have to go into it not wanting to die. Like if you're just like, oh, whatever, I died, then you're gonna lose a lot of the scare factor. And so like when Raymond had his turn while we were playing in the cabin, that kind of seemed that was the attitude that he was kind of giving off, where he's like, or whatever, I don't care. I mean, like in retrospect, that was the attitude compared to my friend Nick's way of playing, where he would literally get so scared that he'd just go in a corner and look at a wall and hope nothing would come and get him.
Sound
That's how
familiar,
he would
Ray?
play.
Sound familiar, Ray?
I did that many times. Super pigs. Yeah, it was crazy the amount of how much I would just like inch my way.
Oh, he.
Oh, that's a great pose.
It got him.
Through a
It got him.
room.
Oh no!
just
He's
little by little.
Ray, you lagged in like a weird little rabbit pose. It was hilarious.
You know, I That's what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain.
Oh, dear
Nothing
God.
more,
That's
nothing
right.
less.
Say anything else, Raymond?
I've been trying to ignore the GTA 5 leaks and failing. There's nothing on YouTube,
I
but
saw
there's
you
a
fucking.
I downloaded those leaks.
there's a specific guy on Vine who has hence had his Xbox account banned.
Serves that fucker right, by the
yeah.
way.
What did he do?
So they're taking these things like really seriously. Like
Yep.
there was a GIF or GIF, however the fuck you want to pronounce it, leaked, where it's just literally two dogs fucking like
Yeah.
the character, and
Shop.
Rockstar took that GIF down from
Those
him.
Them bitches.
Like, That's
bitches.
a level of commitment to not wanting to spoil your game.
So do you think we should
Right.
put our part 1 up?
Yeah, probably.
Right now,
Yeah.
Yeah, right now.
I would, but I don't have the
Could
game.
you imagine if you had like the world exclusive with Rockstar being that strict?
Talk about YouTube.
And-
Right, it's not even on YouTube. This is just some guy on Vine leaking.
Right, if
things.
they're that strict, and we had like a 3-day period where it was just us, we could post the entire game.
That'd be insane. I don't even know how I would react to that.
We will definitely talk more about Grand Theft Auto later, as that is one of the topics that we want to be talking about today.
Absolutely.
So
Well, that's all that's really been going on with me. So Dewey, since you're already talking, keep bringing it.
What did I do this week? I started playing Kingdom Hearts on the hardest difficulty in the game. Now, I got something wrong. Remember the questions at the beginning, and I was saying how the leveling up goes, like you can level up fast, normal, or slow, right, Zach?
Yes.
So how it works is you level up really fast in the beginning, and then like the beginning of the game, then you level slower, or it's just normal, or you level up really slow in the beginning of the game and then faster at the end. At least that's
Okay.
what one of the comments said. So
All right.
and it sounds familiar. So yeah, I started Kingdom Hearts, did that with Zach. It's actually getting quite a lot of responses, like a lot of comments, a lot of people really liking it. So I'm happy to see that. It's one of my favorite series of all time.
You know, I realize that we only have a part 1 up, viewers, but we're going to keep doing it. It's just I was kind of occupied today with some other stuff that was going on. I had to visit someone.
So yeah, don't worry, you'll see more of that. Trying to figure out what else did I do. So I haven't really done that much. I've been playing a lot of League of Legends, trying to get gold by the end of the season, so I can get that skin. And I've been doing pretty well too. I would say I'm winning like 90% of my games. So
I'm going to start playing, Dewey. I'm going to kick your ass.
good,
Oh.
good. I welcome it.
Whoa.
And then
Calm down.
Raymond will start playing and then kick both of our asses.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
That's
because with Grand Theft Auto coming out next week, it's gonna start investing time into League of Legends.
Come on, Raymond.
Raymond doesn't
Priorities.
want to play
League
Grand
of
Theft
Legends.
Auto.
I have priorities next week. My priorities next week are Grand Theft Auto 5, working in Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 5, and then maybe spending time with my girlfriend when I'm not playing Grand Theft Auto 5.
Playing
Well, you
Grand
can
Those
Theft
are my
time
5 things to do.
Spend time with her while you're playing GTA 5.
Yeah.
Maybe once October 1st hits, we can play Grand Theft Auto online together. I don't know.
Whoa! Sabrina says she's gonna double team us, Zach. What the fuck does that mean?
She's gonna take 2 dildos and just.
Whoa. That's
So
not good at all.
I've been spending a lot of time watching Zach. I've been spending a lot of time watching these things called Sub Wars for League of Legends, and what it is like different big names in League of Legends. So people like Afromu or Trick G. He's a I think Diamond 1.
Trick G. He only plays Udyr. That's all I know about him, really. And he's pretty good at Udyr, I guess.
Volibear and Nunu. He plays lots of people. I watch a lot of them. But I actually don't like him that much, but he has some pretty good guides. So, but anyways, so I've been watching a lot of that, and so it's like Sub Wars. So they'll have subscribers from Afromu and subscribers from Trick2G fight against each other in a League of Legends match, and then they'll commentate over that. And I thought, like, that's such a good idea, and it doesn't have to be restricted to just League of Legends. So if you guys are interested, people who are watching this VOD and people who are in the chat right now, in like doing that where you compete against like either another channel or maybe we'll have like Team Dewey versus Team Zach or something like that.
We need you to be our army.
Commentate
I
that.
am my team, Dewey.
You are your team? No,
Yeah.
that's not allowed. You're too good. I wouldn't allow that. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in that, playing for one of us, that would be. I think it's a fun thing that I'd want to do. So.
I also really like this idea. Either in the Dewey versus Tom, or in the like, let's go find Ghost Robo, huh? How good are your subscribers, Ghost Robo? What? Let's do this.
Maybe everyone go tweet Ghost Robo. Be like, we represent the media cows. We'll fight you in League of Legends.
You know,
Don't say it in real life.
Most channels are trying to get away from that army mentality of like PewDiePie's fans going to Uber Haxer Nova's comments. And we just want to encourage that.
Get him!
I can't
In this one context, in an actual actionable context, not in just like go spew hate at them, but go fight them in League of Legends. It'll be awesome.
I can't tweet at Ghost Robo. He blocked me.
Did he really?
He blocked me because Dewey and I uploaded Saints Row 4, and then he blocked me.
Oh, he mad, bro.
He was mad.
Invite him on the podcast.
Because we had like an exclusive window of Saints Row 4, and he got mad and was like, "This is the way the fall season's going to begin." And I was like, okay. I was gonna tweet at him, like just being like, whatever, not mean. I was gonna be friendly,
if you're watching
and I couldn't.
Any reason, I don't know why you would, but if you are, I love you, Ghost Robo. Everything I tweet at you is just banter and fun.
I actually like Ghost Robo.
We met him at PAX a couple years ago. He seemed like a pretty cool guy.
Although his name is Zach, and those guys named Zach aren't really.
Zach is kind of a bad name, but
yeah.
I mean, you can't help it. That's what your parents named you. So.
Yeah, and it's, come on the podcast, and then let our subs beat up your subs, and it'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. Come on, you're welcome. Anytime, buddy.
Other than that, I'm sure I did something else, but that's it. That's all I can.
Oh, so now it's my turn. Okay.
It's Zach's turn.
It's Zach's turn! Yay! He's frozen right now. There, he's back.
I'm unfrozen.
He's back. He's gonna finish. Zach, I finished my drink too. It makes me sad.
Okay, so I finished a screwdriver this week. Luckily, I have another.
Oh, what? He thought ahead. I'm so jealous. Zach, where are you? Where's my second drink?
For those
Come
who are
on.
21 and up. Oh, God. I hate watching myself because then I freeze and then it really messes with me. Those who are 21 and up, there it goes again. It's a double shot screwdriver, so it's kind of strong.
Wow.
Yeah, double shot. I don't know what I did. I actually don't have any memory, to be honest. I went over to Dewey's.
He's been drinking so much. I can't remember anything.
I spent some time at a psychiatrist. I went to Dewey's, watched him play Kingdom Hearts, the intro, which is the only part I've ever experienced of Kingdom Hearts, and now I've seen it like 6 times, which is
Wait, why are you being the one playing as a Dewey then if you've never seen it?
Bitch, no one loves Disney more than me.
Okay. Fine.
We raved over the princesses in the beginning.
Yeah, we did. I was wanting to stab Cinderella.
You know what?
Whoa, stabbing a Disney princess? That's like stabbing a puppy. That will put you in hell immediately.
I watched Mulan, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Atlantis all this week. So, how many Disney movies have you watched this week?
You know
Zach?
what? Honestly, I'm going to call that a lie because you didn't say that when you were telling us what you did this week.
You know what?
So,
My mind. Okay.
God damn, I hate my camera freeze. Can I just get out of Skype and then restart and be done talking? I don't know what I did. So I went to Dewey's and I said hi and
No.
now I'm going to die 'cause I got nothing. Oh, I talked to YouTube networks and I did a lot of YouTube politics stuff.
Oh.
So, yeah. Sent out some emails. I mowed the lawn with my lawn tractor.
I'm jealous of your lawn tractor for sure.
Let's talk about grass cuttings again.
Yeah, there was a lot of grass all over the yard. Didn't pick the grass up though. Left it there.
Oh,
Fertilizer.
Interesting.
That's it.
All right.
Oh wait. Someone keeps asking me about Lost Planet. Oh yeah, sure. I'll do more Lost Planet. Okay, I'm done.
The first Lost Planet?
No, Lost Planet 3.
Oh.
The one that was made by the people who made. God, my memory is terrible. Legendary.
I heard that game was awful. Legendary is awful.
Yes, Legendary is awful.
I heard that Lost Planet 3 is also awful.
It's not awful.
Well, that's not what the reviews say.
What reviews? Is this that Game Informer bullshit again you're bringing on us, Raymond?
All the reviews, all of them.
I'll look this shit up. Someone else talk while I'm looking this up, typing away.
All right. Well, I guess if that's all he has to do this week, then, or he has done this week, then we can move on to our main topic, one of our main topics, which is Grand Theft Auto.
Lost Planet 3 got a 6.5.
It's awful.
That's a shit score.
That's
oh
a
God.
shit score.
I remember having those conversations back in the day.
Okay, hey Tom, since you're the technical guy, can I hang up and then come back?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
It'll work out? All right.
Yeah. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, look at that Raymond body.
I'm just pouring myself delicious Big Wave by Kona Brewing Company. If
What
a
is
single
that?
beer were going to sponsor me, I would want it to be this beer.
But they're not, so don't sing its praises because
It's
we
shit.
have legit beer sponsors, Tom. Jesus.
Do we?
What?
What
That'd
did
be pretty
that?
awesome. That'd be pretty awesome.
Not do we? Like, do we have legit beer sponsors? I am also having a beer that is of a quality, whether it be good or bad.
I got told that
Unbeknownst
it was piss beer
to-
last time I drank that in front of someone, or I mentioned it in front of someone. They said it was piss beer.
Or it's
I
just
don't-
good cheap
a
beer.
mean
It's like on a
person.
Yingling level.
Can you believe? I'm gonna tell Sean that you called him a mean person.
Also,
What did I
let's
call
just get a good look at Zach's camera here. Just
Zach,
close
what
up
the
on that.
What are we looking at?
Oh, nothing. Just pulling you out there.
Amazing.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm not actually frozen. That's just my current state.
It's just you talk like that and everything. It's just a natural state of being.
Am I frozen in Skype?
No,
Yeah, you're good. No,
You're back. Yes.
But is he black?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, I was just asking. You gotta ask a tough question.
Okay. Well, now we're all back. You guys get your drinks that you want. We're gonna
Yes.
move on with some Grand Theft Auto talk.
Indeed.
The first Grand Theft Auto?
Grand Theft Auto 5, I guess.
Oh,
If we have to. I mean, it's not a good game or anything like that.
probably not.
It's,
Probably not.
I've beaten it. It's pretty shit. It's not good.
tough. So, Raymond, why don't you lead off because I'm sure you can consolidate every thought you have about Grand Theft Auto into us.
Raymond, why don't you lead off and also just never stop talking? Ready, go.
I haven't even played the game, and I have a lot of things to say.
I'm gonna get a brief nap.
This week, the game has been arriving in stores. Retailers have it to get ready for Tuesday, and obviously there has been some leaks out on the internet. The entire map has been revealed. You can go on the internet and see the map for Grand Theft Auto 5. It's pretty damn big. The people's first thoughts was like it's actually a lot smaller. There's a whole bunch of nerds on the internet complaining about how small the map size is, but there's been lots of people also like dissecting how big the map is, and it's actually quite huge, and it's only the physical like outside area of the map that we can see. No one's included any interiors. No one's even like started to pontificate about the underwater section, because Rockstar has said that they've put a lot of time and dedication to make the ocean just as detailed as the city and the desert and mountain areas. So it's fucking huge. So stop your bitching, stop your complaining. I'm gonna come to your house and slap you in the face with my foot. It's not a kick, it's a slap with a foot.
That's pretty impressive.
Foot slap!
Been practicing. So there's that. There's been a person on Vine, which is a Twitter application for those of you who don't know what Vine is. It allows you to do 6-second videos.
Isn't it 7?
It's 6.
Oh.
6-second videos on Vine. And he has been vining a whole metric crap ton of Grand Theft Auto 5 gameplay videos. Things like, and this might, if you don't want spoilers, I would say skip ahead 5 minutes or something, because I haven't watched everything. I don't want to watch everything. I want to have the game be fresh and new to me when I play it for the first time. But I know, like, he was walking around as Michael in his house, and I walked into the son's room, and Michael took a rip off of the bong, so you can like actually smoke weed in the game. Dewey will spend plenty of hours doing that, I'm sure.
That's all I'll do on the game.
He was showing like some of the driving. He got out as Franklin. He like leapt at a cop as he was being shot, and he kind of looked like he was going to do a like a melee takedown move, but it also could have just been his dying animation, just being funny looking. Dewey mentioned earlier the GIF of the two dogs going at it. One of the dogs being Lamar's dog. Lamar is Franklin's friend in the game. I bet you, Dewey, you didn't even know that dog didn't belong to Franklin.
Right, so I saw two dogs fucking. That was
That's it. It's as far as Dewey's mind went. Yeah, so I mean, if you want to go spoil those parts of the games, I don't know what the guy's Vine name is. I'm not going to go and promote that guy since he's leaking the game, spoiling it before the game is out. But if you want to go,
only a true monster would leak a game like that. That's just completely inappropriate, unprofessional.
Just don't do it. It's bad. It's bad for everybody.
If you want to go find that, it is out there. So there's that. My personal level of excitement is through the roof. I cannot wait for Monday night to get here. I'm going to be going to the store at midnight, picking up my collector's edition of Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS3, and buying a regular edition for the Xbox 360. That's right, 2 copies. 2 copies. I won't be buying 2 collector's editions because I'm not Zach. So
I'm not even buying the game because Rockstar's sending me an autograph version.
Is that true? Because I want to see Ray's face if that's true.
It's not true.
Not true. It's not. So, yeah. So I'm going to go to the store, get it at midnight, bring it home, put it in, install the 8 gigabytes of mandatory data, and then just go nuts from that point. I'll be making videos at midnight to put onto YouTube, assuming Rockstar allows it at that point. And if they don't allow it at that point, then fuck it. I'll just be playing the game for shits and giggles. So.
Grand Theft Auto 5 never allowed on YouTube. Nothing.
So yeah, I can't wait to see what that's going to be like. I think one of the first things that I'm going to do once I'm actually playing the game is try to find Grove Street. I think it's going to be in the game. There's been an image here or there, but way before the game was like leaked, of images that look suspiciously like Grove Street. You can kind of see where it might be on the map. So I'm gonna head there first and go home, basically, and then after that, just go into the story as much as I can, get all of, like, the guns and shit, and then I don't know. I'm excited, is what I'm saying. I mean,
basically, when you thought Ray was shaking with fear during Amnesia, he was actually shaking with anticipation for Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, there's tons of images out there right now, and the thing is like, static images incite so much feverish anticipation in me. There's a simple image of a car that's been modded, and the level of detail that's in like what you can actually mod with the cars in the game is crazy. Like custom paint jobs, tires, and then all the aesthetic stuff, and then you get to also tinker on the inside and like tune the car to its performance, whether you want to off-road, streets, whatever the hell you want to do. Is a whole bunch of crap, and then there's just so much. That's just a car. Like the one thing. And I'm just thinking about this now for the very first time, live on this podcast, is I really hope they allow you to customize motorcycles. Because in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, you could customize cars, but you couldn't customize motorcycles. I'm hoping that that's there. I'd be very disappointed if that's not.
What about bikes? Customizing bikes?
What if they took away motorcycles? What if they said no more motorcycles?
Motorcycles. Well, then that would make all the Grand Theft Auto previews.
So Vice City was the first one that had motorcycles, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one reason why I love Vice.
They weren't in Grand Theft Auto 3, but they were in Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, which took place before Grand Theft Auto 3. And then in Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, they were talking about the upcoming motorcycle ban, which is like their way of going.
Oh, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty clever.
Yep.
They didn't need to do that, but they did.
Did it. Their attention to detail is one of the reasons why I love Rockstar so much. So yeah, that's my feverish anticipation. I'm assuming I'm going to like Franklin the best just because of the whole Grove Street thing and my nostalgia. But who knows? I've learned a lot of previews, and they're saying that Trevor is surprisingly very charismatic.
I don't even know who Trevor is.
He's the redneck. The bald guy with the underwear. And you want me to get my
no, he's my favorite.
Okay, yeah.
Right. He's my favorite guy.
So who knows? He could be, but I actually see a question in the comments. You can drive a train. Yeah, you can. You can drive trains, Dewey. How does it make you feel?
Pretty excited.
Get into a train.
I, unlike Raymond, I'm not super excited about this, but I say that in a way that I could never be on the same level of excitement for Raymond. I am excited for it. I have not actually pre-ordered it yet. I'm gonna do that. I was waiting because I didn't know what I wanted to.
You can't pre-order it anymore. It's too late. You have to
pre-ordering it
like a week before. Well, you're not guaranteed a copy then. I don't think.
Wait, so I'm skeptical. Can you cook crystal meth in Grand Theft Auto 5?
I don't know. It could be something that Trevor does. I'm not.
Because if it is, I will never stop playing.
Well, in Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars, there was a drug smuggling thing that you could do. You could buy drugs from a dealer, drive to another dealer, and sell it to him for a profit. There's different like actual drugs, weed, cocaine, meth.
They definitely need to expand upon that.
And it was amazing. That's once I got to that part in Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. That's all I did. It was so addicting. I never beat that game.
Addictive.
And for drugs, so if they have anything like that in Grand Theft Auto 5, it's going to be amazing. I don't know about making the drugs yourself. That might be a little.
I want the option to kill the guy who's above me and then take over the business, and then it'll just be like.
Zach just wants to reenact Breaking Bad.
That's what I want. I want to live out Breaking Bad virtually, so I can practice for real life. Now the truth is now I can never actually start cooking drugs because this is going to be on the internet. And so I'll be, what?
Yeah, that ship has sailed right there.
Damn it.
Anyways, Tom's the chemistry major here, so.
Oh, and I'm essentially employed by Zach, and I'm not doing chemistry as far as the government knows.
So wait, are you saying that you're Mr. White and Zach is Mr. Fring?
Zach is Jesse Pinkman.
Mr. White.
Zach's too smart to be Jesse Pinkman. That's
bitch.
Plus, oh, it's Kabi! No!
Can we switch off of Grand Theft Auto and just talk about Breaking Bad?
No, we can't.
Tom, wait. Just give me one second. Indulge me for just one moment, Raymond. Tom, I started the second half of season 5.
Oh, it's way better.
One episode in, and it's the best thing I've ever seen on television ever. Yeah.
I've been caught up and I've been watching it as it's getting released, so I like.
I haven't.
Oh, it's so good.
It's really good. The first half of season 5 I really didn't like at all, but the second half of season 5 is rocking my face off.
I thought the first half just like dragged on too long.
The first episode after the long break, so the first episode of the second half. Oh my god, that show's the best thing ever. Okay, Raymond, go back.
Grand Theft Auto 5 though, Raymond, I want to hear you talk about Grand Theft Auto Online. All right. Because that's where I'm like, where my heart suddenly is in this shit.
Can they not go to the conversation that you guys did?
Where is...
We had a
what is I mean, I know Raymond's buying it on both consoles, but what is everyone else buying it on? Because, I mean, I'll be buying it on the Xbox 360.
I'll be buying it on
PC
Xbox.
for life.
I'll be buying it on Xbox, PS3, PC, Mac, whatever they release it on.
We don't care, Raymond. The sane people in this conversation that are only buying one copy of a game, that's who Dewey wants to hear from. I would prefer Xbox 360. I would prefer Xbox 360.
Dewey wants to hear from Tom, because I'm definitely buying it on 2 consoles. So.
All right, well, on 360, there's your answer, Dewey. Is 360 good for you?
Yeah, I think that's because this is going to start millions of Xbox versus PS3 wars, but I think that the Xbox Online is better. That's just...
Bitch. You're a bitch.
We'll see.
in a good way.
Remember, I'm the Xbox, so
I would say like a year or 2 years ago, you'd be absolutely right, Dewey. But I don't know. We'll see.
no
I
cross,
still,
no
I
cross
still
game
say
setting.
until I see the PS4, Sony is phony.
Whoa, shots
I
fired.
saw-
I think that the
We're not gonna
Xbox
do
is a
the
little
sh-
bit easier to record on. That's why I want to use it.
Okay, go ahead, Raymond.
I saw the Xbox One physically in front of my face just
Me too.
yesterday, and it's
Where?
is at the Mall of America. It's in the Microsoft Store. It is huge. That box is gigantic, and like you got okay. There's the 360 controller. The triggers, like the triggers here are what everyone knows what the 360 controllers look like. The triggers on the Xbox One controller are super fat. They are massive, beefy things. It's crazy. I don't know what to think about it.
Xbox One is the best.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just like, holy shit.
I have a mutual friend of everyone, Hypnotic Toxin, in case he for whatever reason hates his name being mentioned. But he predicts that the Xbox One will eventually be the highest selling console, and there's some valid arguments there because of the fact that, like, I mean, you've got Call of Duty that's supporting the Xbox One. It's huge, and that's still such a big market. Titanfall is going to everything, right?
No,
Or is it just Microsoft?
Titanfall is the Xbox One exclusive.
It is not. It is a PC.
Oh, and PC.
PC
Sorry.
doesn't count, Dewey. I'm
Yeah.
not. That's not. And wait. So I say that, and PC people are going to be mad at me. But PC is not a console. Like PC's great, but when someone talks about an exclusive, you're not thinking, should I get a PC or should I get an Xbox One? Like no one's really thinking that.
Everyone has a PC
Yeah.
or Mac.
So my thing though is that right now you could spend $800 and get a gaming PC more powerful than an Xbox One and play Titanfall on it. So like a $500 price point is like really high.
Yeah, but you could face problems with drivers and shit not working. Like with, I mean, I know you can say the same thing about the Xbox 360, Red Ring of Death, and PS3 had the yellow light of death or whatever it was called.
Yep.
But
the Dewey kicking at death.
like
Thanks, Dewey.
for those people though who aren't accustomed to PC and Steam, it's very easy just to pop a disc into a console.
Yeah, it's super easy to pop a disc into a machine that is capable of playing games, install it to its hard drive, and then play the game, assuming that nothing goes wrong, which is exactly the same case on PC.
No.
Or even better, you have Steam.
Whoa. Step off with this argument.
What's on what?
You don't. Where are you going to buy CDs for games, Tom, that you're going to pop a CD into a PC? Those are very rarely sold anymore.
That's actually true. Yeah, I don't go to game stores because I just use Steam.
My point is not for people who know how to download things on Steam, because that is the easiest. You don't have to leave your home. But for people who don't, for a kid who just wants a present and gets presents from parents, it's more difficult to be like, buy me a Steam gift card, and they're like, what's Steam? Just buy him a game.
That's pretty fair. And you're absolutely right. I'm just a PC fanboy, that's all. And I got to get my PC fanboyism out there.
I agree, Tom. I think PC's best. So,
anyhow, so Titanfall is legitimately for sure 100% not showing up on the PlayStation 4, because I remember there being a thing at E3 where Xbox just paid a lot of games to not appear at the PlayStation press conference, even though they're coming out on both.
Right.
So I don't know.
Mars 3.
But Titanfall is legitimately not coming on PS4 at all.
Why did Respawn do that?
Because they love Microsoft.
Because money?
They were paid? They were just paid?
Because money? I guess.
Oh, so it turns out that Respawn are the greedy ones and not Activision?
You're not. I don't know. I haven't played any Respawn games, so I can't form an opinion as to.
Ready for this? Respawn left Activision because they were putting games on PS3, and they were done with that shit.
It's over.
That's done.
Oh God!
Wow.
Shots fired.
Respawn refuses to support such a horrible company as Sony.
I love this. Mark Cerny's the best.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Except for the fact that they won't let us record things on their console.
Right, that's something that's going to be an issue when it comes time to the PS4 is actually released. They've said that Sony hasn't said anything on the matter. It's just a source inside
Rampant
the
speculation.
industry. A source inside the industry, Tom, not random
Rampant
speculation.
speculation.
Tom.
Rumors
It's a source, a credible source
of rampant
the
speculation.
industry. Says with firm conviction that the
Like a rumor.
PS4 will not allow recording of any kind off of the HDMI signal because it will be encrypted with a thingy-mabobber, whatever that's called.
Did Dewey just have a heart attack?
Louis, you all right there?
Oh, let's be honest. We've all seen this coming for a long
I was
time.
crunching up and then I hurt myself.
So I think like unless Sony reverses that decision, or unless it's completely, and as Tom was saying, is an unsubstantiated rumor, there's not going to be any PlayStation 4 content on YouTube.
Okay. So I'm going to speak on this for a second because this is not a surprise to me. You can't record on the PlayStation 3 through HDMI.
Right.
It has that protection.
Yep.
So if there's no component output and only HDMI on the PS4, that's not a surprise at all that you aren't going to be able to, like, they're going to keep the same technology from the PS3. That's what they've done. Xbox 360 is not the same. You can record off of HDMI, so Xbox One you can record.
Right.
I mean, for most people that doesn't matter. It matters for us.
It matters for us. It matters
And for people who watch on YouTube.
Right.
But at the very least, we can still record the screen with a camera. And one of us in this podcast has a very good camera near him.
Me. It's right there. I'm looking at it.
Oh, I got.
Sexy Canon. It's a
What
Canon.
Canon?
It's
I don't know what the fuck it is.
it's on a
It's some-
tripod. I'm looking at it.
What Canon are you looking? Is that bullshit camcorder?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it that huge, gigantic thing?
No,
Oh.
that's the bag behind me.
Okay.
Wait, Raymond, do you have a digital camera?
I do. It's
Let's see it.
If you have a
Raven has that
digital
YouTube
camera,
money
that's
from
a
his-
really easy way to say add a face cam to an Amnesia walkthrough.
right. Yeah, and I figured
Wait, no,
that out.
that's Panasonic.
Is it? Oh, it is Panasonic.
Okay.
Same
No.
thing.
No, they were sponsor us. God damn it! It's supposed to be Canon.
It's Canon. Oh.
It is Panasonic and therefore horrible.
Yeah, so those of you wanting a face cam for, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm fucking things up over here right now.
What?
For those of you, shut up, dude. For those of you who wanted a face cam for Amnesia, I unfortunately did not think about that camera, so there's no face cam for Amnesia, but maybe next time. Maybe if we do Outlast after Grand Theft Auto 5 and Batman Arkham Origins and Assassin's Creed 4 and just
And
How
after
many-
that, when Kingdom Hearts gets done, oh!
What?
what?
Creed 4. I love that. They came out with a next gen trailer today.
I watched that on
Yeah.
Reddit.
Yeah.
Reddit's
I've been burned too many times by Ubisoft. I
Didn't
cannot
you see that foliage though?
can't
That foliage.
talk about an
That
Assassin's Creed game
foliage.
anymore. I won't buy it. I'll wait for one of you guys to buy it. I'll try it. I'll play
Asif Manvi is going to be very mad.
it. But I've been burned. They burned me too many times. What do you want from me? They're also bringing.
They've burned you. They've burned you twice, right? Revelations, which you hate,
Hey, Revelations.
and then
I-
3.
Highly disliked 3, but it started with Brotherhood. The ending of Brotherhood was a complete rushed piece of shit. Plus, it was an entire, just, let's cut shit out of 2 and put it in Brotherhood. Actually, it started with 2. I love 2. I love 2 so much. But they took parts of 2, which I read about in magazines and websites a year or 2 before the game was released. They cut parts out of it and released them as paid DLC later. It was bullshit. So
I would think you would be surprised at the amount of games that do that.
Yeah.
I'm still I'm not aware of
Wait a
those other games. Apparently,
In fact, I would not be surprised if your holy grail of Grand Theft Auto has already done that.
Assassin's Creed 2 is one of the finest games of all time.
I love Assassin's Creed 2. Like I told you, Zach, I watched The Hunchback of Notre Dame earlier this week, and I'm just sitting there, and Quasimodo's like leaping off of buildings and climbing shit, and I'm just like, I've been there. I've climbed those things.
I've done that. I can identify with you.
I've been there.
I am the hunchback without the hunchback.
So I mean, I love Assassin's Creed. Like 1, I love 2. Brotherhood was
No. Let's get this straight. Assassin's Creed 1 is shit.
I love 1. Fuck
I
it.
loved 1.
Honestly,
I was so upset when I figured out that Assassin's Creed 2 was going past the Middle Ages and like going into the stupid Renaissance period that I hate so much.
I even liked the Desmond story in 1 and 2. I did. I even liked that. I was a diehard Assassin's Creed hoorah kind of fan. Like
Raymond, this conversation has transcended games now. Dewey has brought it by saying that Renaissance period he hates so much.
Leonardo da Vinci's got a bone to pick with you, Dewey.
This was
back when I was like 10 to 15 years old, I was obsessed with like the Crusades, the Knights Templar, and all that stuff. And then this shitty ass fucking Renaissance period that, advanced mankind to all sorts of places. But I hated it because it ended all that stuff, and I was obsessed with it.
Dude, you know dragons aren't real and they never were.
That's not true.
You take that shit back right now, Raymond. You can't prove that.
Can't prove it. God.
Raymond, though, your criticism of ACB is the ending.
The ending. The ending was my only criticism. I loved that game.
Okay, all right. Okay.
But the ending was where they first took the hot iron and they branded me.
You were the biggest fan, too.
I was.
You were bigger than me.
Yeah.
Do I have the fusion cap named by me, Tom?
You do.
Yeah, yes, you do. That is
okay, so they know then Assassin's Creed. That's what I am.
That's what you've become.
Raymond was a bigger fan than me at the time.
Yeah. Which is why it hurts me more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But Assassin's Creed 1 was still pretty bad.
So those are our thoughts on Grand Theft Auto 5.
Animals. I wanted to talk about the animals. Oh god, because I know you want to talk about Grand Theft Auto Online, and we will very shortly. I'm not going to talk about little deers and things for very long. But I love because Red Dead Redemption is my favorite game of this console generation.
That's good.
So the fact that they're going to be bringing over at least a portion of the wildlife and what that entails into Grand Theft Auto for the first time has me very excited because I loved all of the hunting and survival challenges and all that stuff in Red Dead Redemption. And if there's anything like that in Grand Theft Auto 5, I am going to be so happy. No one will ever hear from me again. I will lock myself in my basement, which does not have a door. I will build a door to my basement and lock myself in there so that I have the surround sound and everything, and I'll just Grand Theft Auto. I won't eat. I'll intravenously feed myself.
And when Grand Theft Auto Online comes out, we can have a Media Cows hunting adventure.
Yes!
My God,
God,
together
awesome.
in the game.
Oh.
I think that would actually be legitimately super cool. I'm super pumped for Grand Theft Auto Online. Grand Theft Auto 5 coming out for me is actually alright, well, it'll give me some time to get acquainted with this game that I'm super pumped to play online with friends. And that's actually what it is for me. I'm really not much of a single-player gamer anymore, even. I love Dark Souls. I love it to death. And that's actually, the bar for me, is, if the gameplay is not more challenging and more engaging to me than that, or close, anyhow, close. Then I'm I want to be playing something online.
The simple joys of driving a dirt bike and flying. I
mean, I know Zach.
You're right. You're right. I'm going to love it just driving shit around that city. I totally am. You're right.
I know Zach at least saw, but Tom, did you play Max Payne 3 at all?
Max Payne 3? No, I did not.
Because they're taking the aiming and the weapon. The first Grand Theft Auto 5, the first Grand Theft Auto game with a weapon wheel. They're taking the shooting from Max Payne along with a lot of the animation techniques, and they're putting that in this Grand Theft Auto. It's and the shooting in Max Payne 3 was stellar. It was one of the most fluid shooting third-person shooting games ever.
So.
Oh yeah. I'm super pumped for it, but the fact that Grand Theft Auto Online's not coming out at the same time is going to make me feel, even when I'm playing the single player, that I'm waiting for that. That I'm waiting for that interactivity with other people.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
I like that. We've done Just Cause 2 multiplayers before. We've done our little race around the world.
Yeah, I
thing.
love those.
We can actually do that with markers in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, and we can have users make deathmatch maps for us and then fight in them for their entertainment, like a gladiatorial arena of their own customization.
It's amazing. I cannot wait to do the online portion. We do have a social club crew, Media Cows, on Rockstar's social club. So try to find us there. I think we have like 2 crew members. One of them is me.
The other one's Tom.
So I don't know who the other one is. It's just some guy, I think.
I know that I do have a social club account. I don't know if I'm part of the Media Cows crew, but I will go check that out.
Yeah, that's gonna have to be a thing that happens. So if you're watching this and you want to be part of our crew, I'm probably going to be the one managing that. I even created our awful logo in the Rockstar Social Club crew thing, because I'm awful with that. But whatever, it's awesome.
And you can do that now. You don't have to wait until Grand Theft Auto comes out.
No, you can do it. Yeah, absolutely, you can do it right now. Be in our crew. You're like, what up?
Welcome. Come on. Join our crew.
Does anybody have anything else to say about Grand Theft Auto 5?
I mean, as much as we want to talk about Grand Theft Auto Online, and I mean, I know we kind of touched on it. I think that we promised the viewers to talk about YouTube money, and I think we've been going for like almost.
We've been going for a long time.
When does Grand Theft Auto Online come out, Raymond?
October 1st.
Viewers,
2013.
YouTube money.
Well, you had that TV before YouTube.
Nuh-uh.
No.
What?
This is a 50 or 60 inch.
That's
Wow.
a different TV.
YouTube money, right?
Okay. Well,
That's
YouTube
raised
money is
YouTube
YouTube money is a very general topic.
Yeah, I mean, it's so like I mean, everyone asks how much you make, and I'm pretty sure we can't release any specific numbers, and I don't think I
Whatever.
really
For every
want to.
1,000 views, you make between $1 CPM and $3. So for every 1,000 views, you get $1 to $3. So if you get 10 million views, you make between $10,000 and $30,000.
And like there was something that was leaked, I know on Reddit a couple months ago, where somebody had hacked into one of the popular YouTubers like PayPal account. I think it was
PewDiePie.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't PewDiePie. It was. I think it was White Boy 7th Street, and like they saw like an idle $40,000 just sitting there, and that he had just taken out $20,000, and how it was like, you know, a big thing about how much money he's made and everything like that. And like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, like people make a lot of money off YouTube, like a lot of money. Like PewDiePie is richer than shit. Like he is a wealthy man.
Makes me want to vomit.
We are probably talking $10,000 a day PewDiePie makes.
And I mean, so then, you know, people hear us complain about like, oh, we have to buy the new Xbox console or something like that, and like, fuck, the money's coming out. The thing that you have to remember with us is the fact that it's split 4 ways. It's like we're a popular gaming channel, don't get me wrong. We're not the most, but we make pretty good money, but then we have to split all that money 4 ways. And so, I mean, it's definitely sustainable. This is my full-time job. I mean, I do other things, but that's for fun. Like I do the player spotlights and stuff, but.
So the other thing is people that generally take like a condescending attitude of, well, you don't, like YouTubers don't deserve that money because they're just playing games. But you're not just playing games. You're creating a personality. You're editing videos. You're interacting on social networks, and so someone like PewDiePie, right? Yes, I'm envious of how much money PewDiePie makes, but given the amount of people that watch him, is justified, how much money he makes, right?
Mhm.
It's not like he's not taking money from any viewer or anything. It's people who want to put ads up and will pay to put on his video.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
With
also
that said-
envious of PewDiePie, but I'm not going to tell anybody to stop watching his content if they like it.
No,
I'm not going to tell
yeah.
advertisers to stop placing ads on it. Like, it's a system. It works.
With that said, though, PewDiePie, if he starts asking for donations, keep that in mind.
Yeah. Then you go.
I mean, I know he doesn't, but I'm just saying, if tomorrow PewDiePie comes out and says, you know what, I'm broke. Well,
Yes.
maybe he should have spent the $1 million wiser.
Oh.
With that said, we're starting a Kickstarter.
Someone buy me an Xbox One, please. No.
All right. So, in all honesty, I don't want to rule out the possibility that we might start a Kickstarter at some point. Like, if we were actually going to, like, say this would take us 6 months to do, but it would be awesome. Like, and that's going to damper our video production. That legitimately, like, since we're split 4 ways, we're not making more money than God or anything. That's something we might do in the future. I don't want to rule out asking for donations in the future.
Oh, people want to know how much money Sky Does Minecraft makes.
Tree Fitty.
Tree fitty.
Tree Fitty.
Sky Does Minecraft, I think, makes about the same that PewDiePie does. Probably $8,000 to $9,000 a day. Now, I mean, it could be less, but these are rates that were fairly standard within YouTube. It's completely changed now, but it's not completely changed.
Yeah.
Like, it's not guaranteed like it used to be, but the numbers aren't, they fluctuate, but they're not that far off. So, these people...
I mean, if you want to, like, if you just want a ballpark, you know, and you don't really care that much, just want, like, an order of magnitude, just take their total view count, which you can find on Social Blade still, and just divide by 1,000, basically.
Well, you can take... But, that'll be a very low estimate if you do that.
Sure. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. $1 million or $2 million, whatever. Don't care.
If you take any channel's total view count that gets a significant amount of views, if you divide by 1,000, you will get the low estimate of what they've made as a channel for the period of the channel's existence. So when you take a look at our channel, you see the views, you divide that by 2.5 years, and then you divide that amongst 4 people, you can get an idea of what's made. And if it's just one person without a crew, without editors, without people who work with them, you can get an idea of, have they been around 2 years and they're by themselves? You kind of, I mean, it's not a means of hating. It's more of a means of envying, of like, shit, man, I wish I could do that.
Mhm.
Right. I don't know how PewDiePie does it. Just with the amount of work that he puts into his editing. Our edits are fairly simple when it comes to what we do with our videos. Like, if you want to compare us, the quality of videos from our videos to PewDiePie's videos, like PewDiePie, I don't understand how anybody takes the time and effort to put in the little, like, you know, the white words, the black outlines on like every little thing, and that is mind-boggling to me as to how much time that would take. So I mean,
Not so much quality. We make very different videos. Just breaking that down to like his are higher quality than ours isn't quite right. But his are very highly edited, very highly like there's things that are in there for 2 frames, and we don't do things like that.
No, exactly. It's just like, how does he not have someone doing that for him, considering the amount of content he actually puts up? It's crazy.
And he might, and if he does, no worries, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean that's completely fine. You know, maybe that's what he spends his money on. Who knows?
I wanna again take blame away from YouTubers and put it on Google and YouTube. So people are saying like these big guys taking views from smaller channels. Like when you look at recommended channels on, if you go and visit, if you watch like a lot of PewDiePie, you're probably going to get recommended Toby. And that makes sense. You know, I mean, that makes sense. It's not like PewDiePie is choosing though what YouTube puts on the front page. It's not like Toby is. It's not like Sky does or anything. It's Google's decision. So if you're mad because smaller channels aren't getting exposure, and smaller channels have been like 10,000 subscribers, I'm not going to say like, oh, we're a smaller channel and we're not getting exposure, because that's kind of lame. But then it's not like it's PewDiePie or Toby's fault. They don't, even when you're big, you don't really have that much influence with YouTube.
Right.
They have because they make way more money than any YouTuber does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like the big YouTubers are directly going and saying, wait, this small channel's getting search views. Take them away and give them to me.
Yeah.
That's why it's, when people ask us every single day how to make it big on YouTube, there's no magic formula. It's do something new, do something creative, and be yourself. And that's your best bet.
If you want to truly know how to make it big on YouTube, you really should do something that you are fine doing with, even if you don't make any money.
Yeah.
Because
Just
then if
never
you
go into it looking for the money.
because if you do that, if you go in looking for the money, you're going to be disappointed when you don't make money right away, and then you'll quit.
It's very much like us. We didn't make money at the start of Media Cows. There was not even a prospect of making money in the beginning, other than like the Amazon share ad things.
Yeah, and so at the beginning, before we had any partnership, any ads on it, we would put in the description, if you want to buy the game, click this link, and it would be a link to Amazon, and Amazon's generally like the lowest price, so it's not even like go buy this game at the highest price you can, so you can support us, and then we would get like. Was it like 3% of the price of the game? And so it would add up, and maybe we get paid $150 for the month.
Right. Like, it was just like, at that time, Dewey and I were both working full-time jobs. Not anything. I was working at Target. Dewey, you were a TSA employee. We were working full-time jobs, 40 hours a week. If we were lucky, at least in my case, and then spending whatever free time we had, the three of us, Dewey, Tom wasn't around at the time, so Dewey, Zach, and I would go to Dewey's apartment after work and work for, up until I had to work again.
5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Until I was like, Zach, I need to go to work. Can you drive me to work? 'Cause I didn't even have a car at the time. So it was pretty ridiculous, and we weren't making any money at the time. It was just something that we wanted to do, and we were trying to, break some ground and get our feet wet. And luckily, luckily we were like discovered, and like it was crazy. I remember talking to Zach in his car, like, what would we do if we ever got offered money to do what we do? Like, would we accept it? Or would we take the high road? Or like would we take over? We just like, and like the very next day, literally the next day, we got an offer from someone, and it was just like, shit, this could actually be like real. Like this could actually happen.
I remember getting the email from Machinima, Optic J from Machinima, and he wanted us in their directors program, which is where you submit videos to their channel and you get paid. And I remember like going to Dewey at the time and being like, we can actually make money doing this.
Right.
And then there were some problems, right? Because we're not going to post all of our videos on Machinima's channel, and that wouldn't fit their channel anyways. Right. And then they offered to partner our channel, where we would get $2 for every 1,000 views back at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like worthy of crying over, right? Because we were a channel that had views.
Yes, Dewey just read the comment I read. Dewey just read the comment by Thread Talks. I can't know if I'm saying his name right.
Wait, so T Terran Talks, did you ever write in for Together to the Top? Let me know in the comments. I'll be watching. Yeah, mahalo.
Mahalo game.
So back in the day with walkthroughs, when we didn't do commentary, it was us and Mahalo. And we had more views than Mahalo did with new games. Week after week after week, we were beating them.
Oh.
Eventually, they pretty much went under because they were a business and they weren't getting views and they couldn't sustain themselves.
Partly due to their own stupidity, but
Okay, I have to talk to T. Taranto again. So, did you also make a video just maybe mentioning me making a video? Because then I remember your channel and I checked it out once. It's pretty good. And you've grown quite a bit since when you wrote in. Yeah, that was, and then when they offered us the partnership for the channel, that was Dewey, did you cry?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was like it wasn't like a path to riches or anything. It was like we could make a living, like we could do this for our careers.
I could theoretically quit Target and play games and have enough money to eat.
Right.
When we had that discussion, that was like when I think Raymond, you were the first to go.
I was
right?
the first to be like, fuck Target, I'm out. I am now going to work with the media cows legitimately.
And it's
like,
it's a gamble,
job.
and even
It
to
was.
this day, it's definitely the right call. Like I quit TSA also to pursue this, and it's been the right call. But it is a gamble. Even like nothing is secure in our future. There's nothing that will guarantee that we will be around in 5 years.
No.
We will fight tooth and nail and do everything that we can to make sure that we are around in 5 years. But it's a gamble, and I know my parents were overly worried about it. Like they were like, "What are you? You're quitting this government job. You're not going to go to school. What are you doing? Like this is madness." And it's worked out so far, and I'm happy I did it. So yeah, I'm serious. I did work at TSA, and I was I could have been some dude that patted down your dad or not your mom, because that's illegal. But
someone keeps asking about Tetra Ninja and what we think about Tetra Ninja.
Do we want to just call this the Q&A section of the
sure,
podcast
sure.
now? We'll do like 10 minutes of this or whatever, and then we'll call it a podcast.
Yeah, that's good.
I have a question. Does Tetra Ninja do videos still?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
A lot of videos. He still does pretty much the amount that he did before. So when Tetra Ninja started to grow, I hated him.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I hated him, and he didn't listen to me. But continue.
Okay, so Tetra Ninja's fine now. The only thing I have to say about his channel is he should pretty much never have his girlfriend do a walkthrough alone. Like when he does something like Smurfs, he just has his girlfriend do the walkthrough of it. I don't know why he doesn't just do the video with his girlfriend and do face cam, and then it could do so much better. So there's some advice, Tetra Ninja.
Pro tip, Tetra Ninja. Pro tip.
I know you're not watching, so whatever. Oh, they want to know about Rad Brad too. Fuck Rad Brad.
Rad Brad's someone that he was like when me and Zach, when we were talking, me, Zach, and Raymond, we were like, it was us and Mahalo. There weren't really any other channels. Like there was Toby and that kind of stuff, but he doesn't do the same content we do really.
No.
But so then Dead Space 2 comes along, and all of a sudden Rad Brad comes out of nowhere, more or less. I mean, he was there, but Dead Space 2 just like he just shot up and he rose to, and he's just been rising ever since.
I'm gonna look it up, but we still have more views than he does for Dead Space.
Maybe it's also no, because Ghost Robo was Lego. That was the thing that something.
My only issue with the Rad Brad is that A, he kicked our ass in Twisted Metal, and I was super hyped for that game. And B, shortly after Twisted Metal, I wanted to start a what's that 2D motorcycle game?
The Trials.
Trials. I wanted to start playing that game, but then I looked it up and I was like, oh fuck, the Rad Brad is like super popular for that. Well, I don't want to do that now because everyone will just be like, he's copying the Rad Brad. I'm like, god damn it. So I never did that. So that's the only problem with the Rad Brad. But Toby is still awesome. We met Toby.
Yeah, Toby's cool.
Toby's a cool guy.
I'm best friends with Toby.
You know, so people with Rad Brad, I actually really like Rad Brad's videos. I know you guys don't.
No, I do.
I think Rad Brad's videos are fine.
I mean, I was cut off mid-sentence. I was going to say, I know you guys don't really watch him because you guys don't watch that much YouTube. I wasn't going to say, like, you guys don't like him.
Yeah.
But
I hate him so much.
I don't watch a lot of YouTube videos. The things that I've seen of him, I do not think they're bad videos at all. There's other commentators out there that I won't mention that I don't enjoy their commentary at all. I would say for the most part, the popular commentators, or at least the people on the same level for us, my opinion on them is their commentary is fine. They just need to quit whining. That's it.
They just need to stop making videos and direct all of their viewers to us. That's the only problem that they have, really.
That's actually what I meant. But no,
Please?
I would say for a majority of the time, if another YouTuber hates on another YouTuber, it's mostly out of jealousy.
Yeah. It's pretty
Because
much
the only time you're going to even care about someone that's not that good is if they are getting views that you could have gotten those views, and so then you are pissed off about it.
I'm gonna answer somebody's comment here. What was funny was my first experience with media cows was Tom in Rage,
Yeah.
which
Thank you, Tom.
I didn't do. I didn't do Rage. It's fine. I'm glad you liked our Rage walkthrough, but I didn't do it.
So apparently, and this is fine for you guys who might just be confused to who is who.
Oh, yeah?
In the media cows.
Understandable,
Fine.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you. I was just going to mention that guy's comment because I saw it at the same time you did, Tom. Yeah, that was me playing Rage. Yeah. That's a fine game, but I never beat it. that was like we were swamped at the time, and
We have a
we have a large backlog of games I actually have not finished. But don't tell anybody that. That's,
no. So don't. I definitely don't get messages about. I still get messaged this day to finish Dead Island, like Dead Island, the original game that's finished.
You actually finished it, and they're still complaining.
But yeah, it's something that I'd like to. I wish that it was we're a little bit better about it. Like there's some videos that like it's not worth it to complete, and I'm gonna get people hating me for that. But like let's say I start a game and it's getting like 2,000 views, right? And then a game comes up next week and it's getting like instantly 100,000 views. It's not that I don't want to finish that game that's getting 2,000. I do, but I want to give what the majority of people want first.
Right.
Well, okay. And even beyond that, though, like, just think about the way that you, as a viewer, play games. Like, you're not recording them, you're not doing a walkthrough or anything. How many games do you actually finish? What percentage? And how many games do you play? Here's Zach holding up his number. And, like, how many games do you play? And then think about how many games, I mean, not particularly me, I don't actually appear in all that many of our walkthroughs, but, this guy right here, right? This guy right here. Think about how many games they play. They play a shit ton of games. And not finishing a game is a really common thing. My only real regret on not finishing games is just, I wish we were more honest about it. I wish that, like, we got to the part where we were going to stop, and we just did one more part where we were just like, that's it. We're just not feeling this game anymore. Thank you guys so much for watching. We look forward to your continued support. Yada, yada, yada.
Ooh, I see a question I want to answer here. But before I do, but remember that the whole thing with us not finishing games sometimes, especially when we're talking about low view counts, is that we just talked about YouTube money. This is our job. If a game is getting, 2,000 views, that's theoretically like what, $1 to $5.
Well, I mean,
like that's
so it comes to the question of should we do that game or should we play Minecraft, where it could get in 10,000 views a video? Like, yeah, take that, Raymond. Take that.
I still don't see why we're not. Like, we've played Minecraft in the past, Zach, and you didn't ever put up the videos, though.
Whoa!
We did adventure maps together. We recorded it, and you were like, I got these videos, guys. Don't worry.
Pretty sure that was one adventure map and the audio was screwed up.
Okay, that's what happened with that. That's okay. Yeah. But we should totally do adventure maps and stuff like that in the future.
And that's the other thing that like is with not finishing walkthroughs. When you play a game, and let's say me and Raymond, for instance, we record 5 hours of a game, and then you find out after the fact that something happened where one of the audios was missing or the video is like black for half of it, like it's disheartening, because for a lot of games that means you need to replay the game. Like Dead Island Riptide, that happened. We needed to replay the game. And it's you put in so much work to this just to find out that it's all gone, and it just that sucks.
Yeah.
One quick question is, yes, that is a hammock.
That is a hammock.
Another thing is, Dark Souls. That was like, that was my first thing that I ever did with the media cows, and I came to a point where like my files were corrupt. Like it was like 5 hours of gameplay. In that game, you can't, like, if there's auto save features, you can't reload. I would have to restart the game and, like, make a character that looks like the character that I had at that point. And I had to, like, convert the file to a different format and then recover it in that format and then port it back into a format that Premiere supported in order to edit it. And the whole time I was just so scared. And eventually it came out the other side. But it was just like, I like just horror when that happened. And then like an entire day or two of trying to solve it. And yeah, it's disheartening and it's scary as shit, in all honesty. Also, yes, that is a hammock behind me.
That is. I'm gonna just, I think we're pretty much done here, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna answer this last question with a very succinct.
Everyone pick one question. We'll answer, and that'll be
I'm
it.
gonna answer this with a very succinct, definite answer. The question is, do you guys get mad when the comments spoil the endings of games? Yeah, no shit. I will not read comments.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm playing a game that I haven't beaten, that I really want to be invested in, I will not read your comments in Grand Theft Auto for when I do the Grand Theft Auto 5 walkthrough. If you guys are saying something that's like even helpful to me, it doesn't matter because I won't be reading it. Like once I beat the game, I'll read all of your comments. I promise you I will.
That's actually one of my favorite things to do is just go back and read old comics or comments on videos. But just like Raymond,
just if you bastards out there still to this day spoil games. Someone in fact slightly spoiled Amnesia Machine for Pigs for me. It wasn't that big of a deal. I wasn't invested, personally or emotionally into the story all that much, so it wasn't that huge, and it wasn't really a complete spoiler anyways. But still, yeah, it's a pain in my ass. One or two or three games have been ruined for me because of spoilers. So I try to avoid comments altogether when those cases are in place.
I will take my question and quickly answer it next. Tom, please play Dark Souls 2. Okay.
No.
Yes,
Fuck
I
you.
will do that. I will absolutely do that. I will do that on at least the media cows for sure. I might also actually I might start just spamming videos about every little thing that I can find out about Dark Souls 2 on Tom Walks Through as well. So, hey, that might be happening as well. And I might do like a really technical, really detailed walkthrough on one of those channels that would not be like, there wouldn't be any banter. There wouldn't be any room for a second commentator because I'm just going to fill the space with information. That might also happen. So yes, I will play Dark Souls 2. I will absolutely complete it. I will not let a Dark Souls 2 walkthrough go incomplete. Zach or Dewey, who has a question to answer? Zach looks like he does.
Oh, can I talk about Assassin's Creed 3? Because someone said Assassin's Creed 3 ? Zach ? So I want to answer that since I already answered something about murdered suspect. So Raymond and I, Raymond played Assassin's Creed 3. I watched him, and then I played it myself twice all the way through the game. And I was okay with Assassin's Creed 3 after I played through it the first time. After playing it or watching Raymond play it, I hated that freaking game so much. Like, Connor is an awful character, and I never wanted to touch it again. But, Raymond, I started it over. I spent the time playing all of the different games, and I really like Assassin's Creed 3. It's not, for me, near like an Assassin's Creed 2 status or anything, but it's not bad like I thought it was. It's just disappointing.
Okay.
It's disappointing because it was like my most anticipated game ever. And I'll answer another question because that's what I do. I break the rules.
He's an outlaw, a rebel.
YouTubers changing due to views. So that's going to happen because when you go from having nobody who gives a shit about anything you say, or besides your friends who you might argue with and have a fun time with, and now all of a sudden thousands of people care, or in some cases like hundreds of thousands,
Right.
that's going to change how you play games. And when you make videos, it changes your relationship with games.
Yeah,
you don't
it
play it like you used to. Because you're not going to dink around for an hour when you're recording and having fun just like running people over in Grand Theft Auto if you're trying to like do a walkthrough, because it's like, well, how's that going to go over in a walkthrough if the next part is just me driving around and killing people?
For 2 hours.
And like I guess the thing that bothers me is that when someone changes in the way, like if you go into YouTube and you don't like talking to new, like if someone went up to you before you had any views and it's like, oh, I saw your video, and you didn't really care all that much, and that's how it continued, that's great. But not great. But if you all of a sudden take this, I'm better than all of my viewers, and a viewer comes up and tries to talk to you, and then you blow them off and you just don't give a shit, I think that's the problem. But I don't think that most YouTubers are like that. Like, I think granted, I've never met PewDiePie, but I think that PewDiePie is probably still a pretty, like, decent person, decent human being. Toby's a decent guy. Like, there's people who have changed, and when it comes to video making, your decisions being made based on views, that's just part of the business. But if you're interacting with people and being like a jackass, that's a problem. Most YouTubers aren't jackasses.
No. And for my question, it's like somebody a while ago, I can't even remember, was asked if I'm going to play games with people, live stream or whatever. And that actually, like, if you remember last year around the Christmas or the winter holiday season, I did a holiday live stream for Child's Play. And it fell apart. It wasn't put together really well because I kind of thought of it last minute and tried to throw things together. I mistakenly and foolishly tried to do everything myself. But this year I'm going to be doing that again, and this is the first you guys are hearing of it. But I want to do it better. I want to do it more prepared. I want to have everyone involved, not just me, but have Zach, Raymond, and Tom all helping out with it and playing with you guys and playing with you, because I mean that is some of that I thoroughly enjoy that, like my Team Fortress Tuesdays when I did those, or even the live streams last year, the ones that I got to play with you guys. That was a lot of fun. And I do enjoy interacting with you. Now it's like me and Raymond were talking earlier on how like we don't accept friend requests on our personal Facebook, and then that's because I want to have one place on the internet in which
Right.
is
I do.
and Zach. So like I have my privacy settings. You can only add me if you are a friend of my friends.
Right.
And Zach accepts pretty much everyone. If you annoy him, I'm pretty sure he.
Yeah. So you have to really annoy, like you have to not be a person. If you friend request me on Facebook, and if you all want to, my name is Zach Felling, Felling. Zach with an H at the end. You have to really like not be a person. If you're asking me just like, hey, what do I think about this game? Blah, blah. But if you're hounding me constantly, like, please play this game with me, and you're messaging me all the time, then that's when I do it. But I don't think most people are like that.
Yeah.
And so the point, though, that Dewey's talking about is because I accept everyone. Then if you friend request Dewey, he'll actually receive these things, and because I'm friends with you. So.
And so like if you add me, Tom, quickly look into casual chat if you would. But if you add me or contact me on my Facebook page, so my Facebook fan page.
I'm receiving friend requests right
which is
now.
That is awesome.
Dawn of the Dewey. If you talk to me on there, I go out of my way to make sure I respond to every single person on there, because that's like the first way I had to communicate with anyone, and it was just like I have a really good time. The only time I won't respond to you is like if you are harassing me about finishing a walkthrough constantly, and even then I'll sometimes respond to you with like, yeah, I'm working on it, or this is what's going wrong with this or something like that. But if you ask me a question or something like that, I'll do my best to answer. So yeah, definitely go ahead and do that. And I don't know if Tom has already done this or not, because I went away from the Skype window.
I have. Here is a new piece of fan art that I'm trying to put in just the right spot. Actually, here, let me just change the scene here. There we go. That's close enough.
If you don't know if you recognize this, it's because this guy called Russell Barnes, he's done numerous artworks for our channel.
God, I love the dinosaur.
It's amazing. This is an amazing fucking picture. I love it.
He's done one. He did one for our first like channel background. Our current channel like banner. That is him.
Yeah.
He did that. And like when you guys send this stuff to us, like this makes my day.
Absolutely.
And it like this is fantastic. Like this is really, really well done. But people will send like random photoshops of like Aragorn with my face on it or something like that. They saw that in one of our old forecast videos, and just the things like that, they make my day, and I love it when you guys do that. So if you guys do this and you doodle something in class, take a picture of it and send it to me, because I freaking love it. So yeah.
I've made my section of that my Facebook profile picture. Like, no shit. That's how amazing this is. Like, I have a Rockstar shirt. I'm holding 2 pistols. There's a dinosaur behind me. Like, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Russell, if I'm sure you're watching this, but if you're not, or if you are, whatever, okay, thank you. That's wow.
And I apologize for the Facebook noises in the background to our viewers, but that's because that's where I got that awesome piece of fan art. So
Wow.
I think that'll wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. You do mean the world to us.
Remember, tune in next week. If you guys want to see some more crazy Media Cows actions on Podcow, we love you. Thank you again.
Right, we'll be live streaming every Thursday or Friday if you want to catch us live, and the videos will be live here on YouTube every Friday for you to watch on your leisurely time if you don't want to stick around for live streams. So
that'll do it.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.